The one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Welcome to Villains the Podcast, live from North Myrtle Beach is where we're at on vacation, but we're still going to have the show as always. So let's get started. How we doing?
Oh, man, you already know what it is. It's almost time for the weekend, and it's almost time for some football, baby.
Yes, it is. So the boys here. So we're on vacation. We're in North Myrtle Beach. So I don't have any of the normal setup. So bear with us. Also,
We're creatures of habit. We can't live without it. We don't have to answer to anyone. We're chasing the rabbit like creatures of habit, and no one else knows where we're coming from. And nothing.
welcome Terry.
Hey, what's going on?
What was that?
I said, hey, what's going on?
Not too much. I barely hear. I think it's mine. Oh yeah, I don't have it turned all the way up. Like I said, we're in remote location here. Everybody say hi to Emily.
Hi. Hey, Emily.
I got it turned all the way up now. All right, so this is going to be a fun one. Very first thing, the most exciting news that we've got really is for this guy here. UCLA has an interim coach out there and an interim offensive coordinator, and something's clicking. And UCLA is winning some games. Got James Franklin fired. So UCLA did something this year.
I'll say they did half of that. The other half to do that job was Northwestern.
Mm-hmm. But it was the UCLA one that really did them in, because after that game, boy, the fans were hot. like 0-4 UCLA. Oh, they were hot. But that's what did it in. But they didn't realize that they can go back to winning 6 games. I'm confused, but whatever. We're not on the Franklin saga here.
I'll be happy if they get bowl eligible somehow.
I mean, I didn't look.
It could happen.
Okay.
It's a very long shot after that horrible start, but
there's a path.
there is a path.
I'm not sure exactly how the paths go. We're going to get into some college football here in a minute. I promise you that, because we're going to do some predictions, some recaps. But let's just go ahead and go here. Emily's going to play as we go. James.
Yeah, so I already mentioned this on your Facebook page, and I'm only going with it just because I've never had it. Fried okra.
Yeah, that's crazy talk. I was waiting. As soon as you said that, I'm like, this one's making the show. Terry.
I'm getting rid of the onion rings on this one.
The onion rings?
Yeah, I love okra. Whether it's fried or when my wife throws in one of her oxtail stews.
Yeah, so I love okra too. Crazy talk. Emily, which one would you eliminate?
The okra.
That's crazy talk. So
Were her and James like twin siblings separated at birth or something?
I mean, okra's crazy. For me, I'm gonna agree with Terry. Like onion rings are gonna have to go in this scenario because hush puppies and fried pickles are delicious. So yeah, onion
It's
rings
like-
gotta go.
No matter what breading you put on onion rings, it just nothing really helps it out. I don't think it's no matter how many. I've had it like regular. I've had it with the tempura at the Japanese restaurant. They use the tempura seasoning or fried like they do on their sushi rolls.
Yeah,
Nothing
panko.
helps.
Okay, I have no idea. We were talking about sushi rolls, then it went dark. So
Ah.
before we move on, now I want you to pick your favorite one out of this, James.
I'm gonna have to go fried pickles here. There's been a few places I've gone to where they have just been head and shoulders an amazing appetizer.
Alrighty, Terry.
This one's a tough one for me. It's between fried pickles or hush puppies because I've had good and bad versions of both. But if I had to go, and I give the slight edge to fried pickles.
Alrighty, Emily.
Mhm.
Which one's your favorite one out of those?
So once upon a time, I would have said the onion rings, but now I go with the hush puppies.
Hush puppies. Yeah.
I would die if I ate that many onion rings.
Yes. Yes. Can't have that. I love hush puppies, but for me, I'm gonna agree with you two, man. Fried pickles is my favorite. It's the one of the very few things that ranch makes very good as well. You just dip it in there. So I'm with y'all, believe it or not, with the fried pickles. I love it. Now here's
with that Southwest Ranch from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Ooh,
yes.
you ain't lying on that.
No,
Yeah.
I like that too. So before we move on, we've got tons of stuff to talk about. But who is? We'll just go around the room. James, we'll start with you because you're on the left here, or the right. Either way, however you're looking at it. Who is the best team in college football right now?
That is a tough one because I would probably say it's either between Ohio State or Miami right now. Like I've been preaching since the beginning of the season, we didn't know how Miami was going to be coming out of the gate, but they really made that statement against the Fighting Irish in week 1, and man, they really showed that they came here to play, and all the experience that Carson Beck gained at Georgia is really showing what he's capable of on the field right now.
For sure. I don't disagree with either thing you said, Terry.
Well, it seems like weekly I'm changing my answer because I pick one team to beat the other, then the other team proves me wrong, and then when I go to that team, they. So we'll see if that trend continues. But right now, I'm after that big win on the road in Eugene. I'm gonna have to say Indiana's real scary this year.
Yeah. I mean, the game that I told y'all that Indiana was going to go into Eugene and win, and everybody picked against me, and I'm like, wait a minute, like Oregon struggled mightily against Penn State, and we saw Penn State wasn't that good. We saw Indiana beat Illinois 63-10. Indiana's a very good team. I saw that one coming, to be honest with you. But I agree with Terry. I think there are 4 dangerous teams this year. I think there are 4. I think it's Ohio State, Miami, Indiana, and Alabama. I mean, Alabama going on this run, including on going to Georgia at night on the road and beating them, that's a dangerous team. I think those are your 4 best teams. Definitely, in my opinion, there.
I will say this. I think a really solid dark horse team, and they've been proving it, or maybe 2 dark horse teams, and they've been showing it on the field. Texas A&M and Texas Tech.
I agree with both of those.
Yeah.
Texas A&M is probably number 5. I think I do have them number 5 in my top 10, if I'm not mistaken. And Texas Tech, man, they've got a $25 million roster, and they're playing in the Big 12. Clear path to the playoffs for them, and that makes them dangerous. So I don't disagree with either of those.
Yeah, they're definitely two dark horses. I was actually thinking about those two as well.
I mean, they're scary, man. And then Texas still sitting out there with only 2 losses, and they just beat a top 10 team. I mean, Texas wins out here because all their hard games are really behind them. I mean, there's no easy games, but you know what I mean? The ones that should test them, man. Texas wins out, goes 10-2. They're in the playoffs too, and then they're very dangerous. So
Very true.
College football is so much fun, and this is like we're halfway through the season right now. If y'all didn't know, we're halfway through. I mean, half of the college football season is gone. That's crazy because we look forward to it for so long, but but now we're kind of getting a clear picture of who and what these teams are. And it just for me, I'm just my personal opinion. Ohio State, Miami, Indiana, and Alabama. They're the 4 best teams in college football. I don't care that Alabama took an early loss. What they're doing right now, 3 top 25 wins in a row, 1 on the road at Georgia at night. They're the most dangerous team in college football, not named Indiana. That's what I think. So,
well, hopefully that first week loss doesn't affect them later in case they rack up any more losses just because of how Florida State turned out and all of a sudden they're going down the shitter, it seems like.
Well, Alabama can afford 1 more loss. A 10-2 Alabama team's going to the playoffs. Nobody's keeping out a 10-2 Alabama team. So they got 1 slip up along the way, and we're halfway through the season, and their biggest test, they just went on the road and won at night in Georgia. Who's going to beat them? If Georgia can't beat them at home, who's going to beat them? Like, that sounds funny, but that's a legit question. If Georgia cannot beat you at night in their house, you are dangerous because Georgia's the standard. You know what I mean? So, man, I think Alabama's the most dangerous team in the country, but I think Indiana's just a little more. I mean, what Indiana did to Illinois really opened my eyes because Illinois is no punk team. They're no great team, but to get beat down 63-10, that's a problem for me. That says Indiana's a real problem. So,
yeah, and let's not forget they also locked up Kurt Signetti on an 8-year deal too. So clearly he's showing Indiana that he's doing something right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So his name came up as soon as that Penn State job came up when they fired James Franklin. And then the university went out and said, yo, man, we love you here. Here's a massive contract to stay. That's how much we believe in you. And that's what he wanted anyway. He's been telling everybody he wants to be at Indiana. This just ensures that he is. So he got what he wanted because of what happened up in Penn State. So sometimes it works out that way for you.
Especially with the recruiting, because all the players want to play for that coach.
Mm-hmm.
They know he's going to stay there, so there's the commitment there.
And he's turning people to the NFL right now too. So what's up? So now I want to turn the attention away from football because I don't have a whole lot of content because I assume that when we get to the picks, that's where we're going to have a large debate because I've already seen our picks for this week, me and James and Terry's. And like we have so many differences, this is going to be fun. But right here, James, you know how this game goes.
Oh, yeah. So at first I was thinking about the cheesy roll-up, and then it got me thinking, you know what? For certain meals, nothing's better with stuff like Taco Bell or Chipotle or any other restaurants out there than good old-fashioned chips and salsa, chips and cheese, chips and guac, whatever you want. I mean, it adds that awesome crunch. And, row 2, I'm going to go with the Fiesta potatoes. Row 3, I'll go with the Chalupa Supreme. And row 4, I'll go with the Crunchwrap Supreme.
All righty. A few of them there I wouldn't have taken. I can't wait till we eliminate one. Terry.
Well, I'm going to go throwback with all the stuff I used to have back when you can get this stuff for under $1 for each one of these things. So for the top row, I'm picking Cinnamon Twist to keep. And I used to love putting mild. It was crazy, but I put mild sauce on top of them. It tasted kind of crazy good for some reason. Give me the second row. I'll go with soft taco. Third row, I'm going to go with Gordita Crunch. And final row, I'm keeping Mexican pizza.
Alrighty. Emily.
Yes.
Never mind. We'll get back to
No,
Emily.
no, it's fine.
One play.
So I would go with the chips and cheese. What I'm keeping, right?
Yes.
The soft taco.
Yes.
Look, I'm gonna have to go with the Baja Blast because that's the only one, the Mountain Dew product I actually drink.
What?
Yes.
Crazy talk.
And then I'm gonna go with the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Nice.
So now my husband is going to see where the closest Taco Bell is.
Well, hey, if you want your own Baja Blast, just get the Blue Powerade and Mountain Dew, and there you go.
Hey, look, y'all can drink that all you want. I don't want it. I don't like
Yep,
Mountain
same here. Same here. I never had Baja Blast, and it'll be a hot minute before I even do.
I mean, it's not terrible, but I mean, not my thing. So for me, I'm going to keep the chips and cheese. I'm going to keep the soft taco. I'm going to keep the Chalupa Supreme because the Chalupa is my favorite thing that Taco Bell does anyway. And I'm keeping the Crunchwrap Supreme too, man. You can keep that Mexican pizza. That shit was nasty. But the Crunchwrap Supreme was good, so that's going to die in a minute. But you know how this game goes. Eliminate one, James.
Yeah, so I'm actually glad I kept this in the equation just so I could say I could get rid of it. I'll get rid of the cheesy roll-up, the soft taco, the Baja Blast, and Mexican pizza.
That's funny. See, that's funny. Terry.
The quesadillas aren't that bad.
I'm just, it's your pick, man. My wife Terry.
I'm gonna get rid of the cheesy roll up. I'm getting rid of the Fiesta potatoes. I already picked the gordita to keep, and another one of my favorite things is Chalupa, so I'm getting rid of the Baja Blast because usually I like the original or Code Red.
Mm.
And then the last one, I'm getting rid of the quesadilla.
Alrighty. Which one are you getting rid of?
Look, I don't even know what a cheesy roll up is.
Me either.
I've never heard of it. I'm
Basically,
They're all right.
it looks like a friggin' burrito grilled cheese.
Oh, okay. So it's a cheese quesadilla rolled up. Gotcha.
Yeah.
If he hits me with that, it's gonna be bad.
Put a spell on him.
I wish. Okay, so cheesy roll up gone. I don't even know. I'm gonna say Fiesta potatoes gone because I don't even know what that is. And then I would get rid of the Chalupa Supreme
Crazy talk.
and the Mexican pizza.
Alrighty.
Nothing Fiesta about those potatoes. It's just potatoes and cheese.
So the cheesy roll up, no, that looks nasty as hell. That looks like you. So it looks
it's all right.
no, it's not. It looks like
I've had it.
cheese in a flour tortilla without heating the tortilla up and handed it to you. No, it looks nasty.
Well, they cook our tortillas at our Taco Bell, so it always comes out warm.
I'm not eating that. Cinnamon twists are good anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Second row, that Fiesta potato. No, I don't know what that. They don't look good at all. I'm eliminating that. I'm never eating anything from Taco Bell called Fiesta potatoes. So the third row, I'm eliminating Baja Blast too because I love the Gordita Crunch as well. On the bottom row, man, as bad as a Mexican pizza is, their quesadillas, man, that's disgusting. Like it makes me almost gag. So I'm getting rid of that. Hold on, here's Chris. He's eliminating one.
Cheesy roll.
Cheesy roll, the potatoes, the Baja Blast, and the quesadilla. Hey, I think that's exactly what I did, Chris.
Me too.
I make my own quesadilla at home, and they are better and cheaper. Yeah, I agree. The case. So I actually, it's so funny. We went. My wife was at work, so I went to Taco Bell and got my son some quesadillas from there because he loves them. He sat back there. I kept telling him, "Man, eat that. We got to go." And he's like, I'm not eating it. I was like, just eat it. We have to go. He goes, no, Daddy, I'm not. I was like, okay. And so I was like, I took a bite of one and I was like, oh my God. Like, okay, you don't have to eat that. But
It's like bucket of sperm.
it was disgusting. It was the nastiest thing ever. And I couldn't make, so I stopped by McDonald's and got him some chicken nuggets on the way home. That's how it goes with dads. So before we get into anything else, I can't wait to say crazy talk on here. The first one, which one is the best one? Not your favorite. Take your favorite out of AC. Hold on. Take your favorite out of it. Which one is the best holiday?
I mean, you already know what I'm finna say. Ever since I moved back here, I've been looking forward to this season for the weather to cool down, the clouds to get gray, even waking up to the sound of rain hitting the window. I'm going with spooky season.
Terry.
There's like three of them that are like really close, but I'm gonna give the slight edge to Christmas.
Christmas? Okay. Emily,
Yes.
which one is the best?
Okay, I'm gonna be dumb here. Hold on.
It's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Oh, I thought that was Christmas and Christmas.
No.
I did not think. Okay, so the best one
Yes.
you already know. It's A.
So Halloween as well. Okay. So, so I will tell you, I agree with Terry here, but Terry said Christmas by a little bit. I say Christmas by a lot. Like I like these other holidays, but I love Christmas. There's a big defined difference for me between these other three. Number two, gosh, that's a hard one too. James, which one's the second best?
Yeah, I got to go Christmas as well. I mean, there's nothing better waking up, seeing some snow outside, and just spending time with your loved ones.
Got you. We don't get snow down here. James is talking. Terry.
I'm gonna go just for the sake of eating here. I'm gonna go with Thanksgiving as the second best.
Yep, Chris says Thanksgiving's the best. He gets to watch all the good football. There's some good football games on Thanksgiving for sure. No doubt about that. Which one's the second best, honey?
For me,
Yes,
it would be Christmas.
Christmas. All right. Terry.
I might not act like it, but
What?
I'm looking at this, right? And I've got to decide which one's the second best. If I don't say spooky season, my wife will be upset. Right?
no, you just got to get over
I mean, it's better to get her upset now rather than later when it counts.
Right? He's ranking them. He goes Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, then Halloween. Yeah, so honestly, the weak one out of this whole thing is New Year's. Like, don't nobody care about New Year's. I mean, if you had to make one of these go away, New Year's would be the one, right?
Yeah.
Another year.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be frank though. I'm kind of giving leeway to Thanksgiving because it is the ultimate Jekyll and Hyde type of holiday. It's great because you get to spend time with family, give thanks for what you're thankful for, and everything like that. Watch football, eat turkey, stuff yourselves, and then an hour or two later, you're about to kill somebody in line in a fucking store for something that's like 50% off after what you just said you're thankful for.
No, it's all online now. Nobody fights anymore.
Yeah.
They just click a button and they get what they want. There's no more. I mean, there's plenty of supply and demand when you can click a button.
Go to the.
Oh yeah, no. Like even when I was working peak season at Amazon some years back, yeah, peak season was the absolute worst.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think with New Year's, I haven't really celebrated New Year's maybe 2 times in the past 13 years. And the reason for that one is when I was stationed in Korea. So with the time difference, I called back home to California. It was probably about 11. It was probably 5 minutes to midnight West Coast time. So I talked to my grandmother. I talked to everybody. Last person I talked to was my grandmother because she was up there visiting. And so I went to bed because I was getting tired. So I woke up to a bunch of messages. So I guess 30 minutes after I talked to my grandmother, she passed away. So I never really celebrated since then. I don't really plan on it because one, I don't really drink as much as I used to.
Mhm.
So what's the point of staying up till midnight sober? First of all, and second of all, I've always had that memory. It's always been in the back of my head.
Mm. Plus, with New Year's, it's like, oh my God, we're counting down the final 30 seconds of this previous year going into the new year. So, and then the other 2.5 hours are just like a full blown concert, depending on what channel you're on.
I got my 2-week gym membership.
Here's the thing, though. You remember where you were on Thanksgiving. You remember what you did on Halloween. You remember what you did on Christmas. Like for me, I couldn't tell you what I've done on New Year's for the past 20 years.
Mhm.
Like those memories don't really exist because New Year's doesn't mean anything to me. But Thanksgiving and Halloween, Christmas, they mean something to me. You know what I mean? So I guess that's why I'm that way. New Year's was cool when I was like 18 and 19 and around there, because it was the millennium at that way too. Because like I was there at the millennium. Oh my God, this is the biggest deal ever. It really was a crock of shit. Nothing's been right ever since Y2K. I think it won, and we're just now finding out. Like it broke us, and we're just finding out today that the actual Y2K bug existed. All right, so. This is like some Matrix stuff, I guess.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, yes, for real. That creeped me out. It really does, man. I mean, it really does. This is my top 10. James, you know how this game goes. What's right? What's wrong? What would you change?
Right now, I really don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, it looks really good. 1 through 3, Ohio State, Miami, and Indiana. Yep, they deserve to be there. Texas A&M, yeah, they're the real deal. I mean, it's no secret that Ty Simpson really should be the Heisman favorite right now. The only reason that Arch Manning is constantly getting the nod is because of the Manning name, and that's about it. Georgia, they better do something, turn things around if they want to be like the serious ones to be taken in the SEC. Texas Tech, they're easily playoff bound, and it's really time to give Georgia Tech credit where credit is due. Haynes King really turned that school around. So let's see, Ole Miss, yeah, they got some problems to fix, but hey. It's like Vin Diesel said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. And Oregon, y'all better do something after that loss to Indiana. I'll tell you what right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, Oregon stays in the top 10 of mine, and I'll get to it when it's my turn to talk about it. Terry.
So if I'm looking at it, so it goes down in columns, right, from 1 to 10?
Yes.
So
yes.
Ohio, Miami, okay. I think the first 4 or first 5 are correct. I would probably make an argument, maybe, I know it's probably get crazy talk, I would actually put Tech above Georgia. And I hope to see Georgia Tech above Georgia. I hope they beat them this year. Same with Ole Miss, because stationed over there for 2 years. The Georgia residents thought this stood for University of Central Louisiana on my hat here. So I'm like, wow, you guys never been on the trailer park, have you? Oregon, I don't think they should be in there. I know they lost to Indiana, but I think I would, whoever's number 11, I'd probably put them ahead of Oregon right now. I think Oregon, they're finally starting to make my prediction come true just later in the season. So I don't know who's sitting at number 11, but I'll probably take Oregon out of the top 10.
All righty. Allow me to explain. Ohio State is the defending undefeated national champions. So until they lose a game, they're number one for me. I mean, that's just the way things go. They haven't lost a game in like 2 years, since last year, almost over a year now. Miami, man, you've seen what they've done this year. Indiana, I think Indiana's fantastic, which is why Oregon is still in my top 10. It's not like they blew Oregon out, right? I just think Indiana's that good. And if Indiana's that good, that has to matter, quality losses. So Texas A&M, Alabama, I told y'all how I feel. But I will tell you this before we move on. Georgia Tech would not be another team in this top 10. They deserve to be there because they caught Clemson slipping at the right time and they put together a good record. But if we're being dead serious, like you guys, if you're putting Georgia Tech up right now against any team in this top 10, do you have them really beating any of these teams head to head? Because I can retort if you do, and tell you why that's crazy talk if you'd like.
Well, I mean, as of right now, I think they're good where they're at.
Yeah.
I'll say I hope they move up later on past Georgia.
No, I heard what you said. I'm just saying, like, what team on this top 10 could Georgia Tech beat? Would you feel comfortable Georgia Tech could beat? Chris says Georgia.
I'd probably go ahead and say Ole Miss.
Ole Miss would be the one team that they could beat in this top 10. I would agree with that. Ole Miss showed vulnerable, but I don't think Georgia Tech could beat Texas Tech or Oregon or Georgia or Alabama or Texas A&M. I don't think they could beat any of these teams. I really don't. But they keep winning, and if you keep winning, you keep going up. And I guess until somebody shuts them down, like Georgia Tech is going to be here. What do you think? Yep. Alrighty, well, let's run our only commercial break. Where's it at? Right here. You're watching Villains, the podcast, only on the Villain Media Network.
The one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
welcome back. Let's see here. I didn't really get a chance to do any FAFOs this week. I'm on vacation, so I really didn't go do that. But let's watch a classic. I can't help it, man. That's funny.
That dude had his house on the line.
Oh, dude, yeah, he was. That was the Super Bowl when the Eagles beat the Chiefs. Oh, man, he lost his mind. That's funny though. This one too. I know we played this one a lot the last couple shows. You see the size of the arm that's trying to get his arm off of it. That was a bodybuilder, and that guy's so mad he still couldn't rip his arm off of it.
It was valid though, for sure.
Why would you think traveling to another school, and then when their school loses on like a last minute play, drinking all day to go doing some disrespectful shit like that to somebody? Like you learned yourself a lesson. Like who does that? Absolutely, man. Got jacked. Oh, it's hilarious.
It's what they call sore winners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's exactly what it is, man. Could you
probably had a sore throat the next day too?
Now say you're there and you see this disrespectful guy do this, and you see the guy jack him up. Do you just walk away and mind your business?
I basically just look over and be like, you know what? That's none of my business. He did it to himself.
I would throw my little arm over, since I know the bodybuilder wasn't getting him off, but then I kind of throw a couple body shots to the LSU fan.
Terry's gonna instigate it.
I was gonna say, if I was to instigate anything, I probably would have gone up to the guy getting choked and be like, "Say harder, daddy." I would just nope. Nope. Anybody who does or says that, no.
Or you do this, like you go up to him, it's like, hey, there's a lot of chatter in this section saying you won't throw him over the edge.
They may not have said you were a pussy. I don't know. No.
They said no balls, even though you probably don't have any because you look like you use that juice.
LSU fan said he could fly. I want to test that theory.
I won't tell you though, if I see somebody being disrespectful like that to somebody else, and let's be honest, that is out of the way disrespectfulness. What that is, that's not a ha we won. He gets up, gets in body posture, starts flipping him off. This is a whole show.
Like straight to his face.
Yes. I'm dying because he's made this a whole Shakespearean thing where he's like, doing this whole thing. Absolutely not. I'm dying. That's hilarious. I was just thinking, the more I think about that, the funnier it gets to me. Oh my goodness.
You got to save that as one of your new classics.
Oh, that's a classic right there, man. I'm telling you, when I think about that, that's just hilarious. What could have went through his head that made him want to do this theatrical? I don't know, but he learned a lesson, so that's what's important.
Oh, we hope.
Oh, I'm dying.
I could see him doing that in Baton Rouge to the opposing fans, thinking that maybe his fan base will have his back then too.
Man, if he does that on the road, that means he does that at home, and he's gotten comfortable with doing that at home. So he's just like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. I've been doing this forever. He just picked the wrong guy on the wrong night, man. That's what happened.
That he did.
I'm dying. He was an older guy too. You wouldn't have thought that he was gonna crash out like that, but he sure did. He came out that seat and he was on him. Alrighty. So one per row, and then we'll eliminate one like we always do. I saw this one. This is a little harder because these are things you can only get in the gas station. You can't say like, "Oh, I love potato wedges from Bojangles." Nope, this comes from a gas station. James.
All right. I mean, it may have been on a military base, but it was still a gas station nonetheless. I'll go with Taquitos because they had a pretty good selection from the ones that I was seeing in El Paso. Second one, I'll probably go with a slice of pizza and a breakfast sandwich.
Interesting note. So I'll put this on Facebook earlier. And it says pick your 3 favorite. We're going one per row here. And my mom literally put on there breakfast sandwich. Like no other ones. I guess like that was her limit from a gas station. Terry.
I'm gonna keep the taquitos. I'm gonna keep the corn dogs, especially the jalapeno cheddar breading ones. And I don't think I've ever really had a bad breakfast sandwich at a gas station yet. So I'm going to keep that. So the whole right row.
Gotcha. Honey.
So I'm keeping from a gas station.
Yes, you're keeping from a gas station.
Okay, I would go with the hot dog, the pizza, and the breakfast sandwich.
So everybody's picked the breakfast sandwich so far. I'm going to keep the taquitos as well. The middle row, man, they're all just so nasty from a gas station. I guess I would eat. I guess I would eat a corn dog before I would a piece of pizza or a burrito. So I guess I'll go with corn dog. And I agree with y'all, man. Breakfast sandwiches from gas stations are pretty good. And I'm not eating a cup of noodle from there or potato wedges. So those are mine anyway. Absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about that. That's funny. So you know how this goes. Eliminate one.
I mean, first row, 100,000%. I am getting rid of the chicken wings. That is bar food. That is not meant for a fucking gas station. If it's Buc-ee's or any other big name gas station, then I would understand. But I mean, if you're on a road trip and you go to like a corner gas station and you see that kind of shit, I'm avoiding it like it's got COVID. I guarantee if you take one bite of gas station chicken wings, you are going to be on the toilet for the rest of the night.
I'm dying. Oh my goodness.
Second row, I would probably go with the frozen burrito. I've never been a big fan of them anyways. So, and then third row. Let's see. Oh, boy. Damn. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't for the last row. I'll probably eliminate the cup of noodles because you already know the potato wedges are going to be sitting under those bright-ass lights and keeping them warm, so...
So James keeps the potato wedges because they're under bright ass lights to keep them warm. Okay.
Or those heating lamps, or fucking whatever.
Yeah. No, I know what you meant. It's just funny. Because you want them hot and ready is what that's. I understand what you're saying. It's just funny how you said it. Terry.
I was thinking food safety.
James is absolutely right about the chicken wings. I've done it once, and I was like on the toilet for like a day and a half. Not good. So, I mean, everywhere I've gone, everyone I've seen looks like a failed science experiment. What the hell they were trying to do with their chicken. I'm getting rid of frozen burrito just because if I'm going to get food at the gas station, I want it to be ready. I don't feel like warming it up because I'm in a hurry because most likely I'm the one driving everywhere, especially on a long road trip. Bottom row, I'm getting rid of the cup of noodles because once again, I'm going to be driving. I'm not really going to be able to enjoy them like I want to. Plus, they're probably 5 times the price you get them at a supermarket right next door. It's in the same plaza. So I'm getting rid of cup of noodles. Has nothing to do with the heated lamp on the potato wedges.
Alrighty. That's so funny. I meant like this is a gas station. Yeah, so chicken wings is both of y'all's first one. Which one are you getting rid of?
Probably. I would get rid of the taquitos.
The taquitos? Okay. Crazy talk.
I don't like them.
Okay, well, continue on.
Okay, the next one would be the frozen burrito
Seems to be consensus so far.
and the nasty ass cups of noodles.
Gotcha. All right, so I propose to you. All right, so gas station, we're talking about your local corner gas station, not like your QTs and your Wawas and stuff like that, right? So never in my life would I walk into a Texaco 66 on the corner and eat any of these things at all. So if I guess in order of like if somebody was gonna make me eat them, I'm gonna eat the hot dog before I eat some chicken wings from the corner gas station. So I'm with y'all on that. I'm not doing that. Frozen burrito, that just like James said, that looks like COVID in a bun, and I don't know. And the bottom one, yeah, those cups of noodles are poison, bro. Like if you read the stuff that's in them, they're like real life poison. Like I'm not eating that either. I'll take the heat lamp potato wedges with James over there. I'm telling you. Like no, I was watching something. And it was like educational, whatever, and they start showing what goes into these noodles, and especially when they vacuum seal them and all that. Man, there's like a bunch of plastic, and like, nah, that stuff's not good for you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I will say this got me through a hell of a lot of times being out to sea in the Navy.
Yes.
If you ever decide to send me that video link of the cup of noodles, I'm just going to go ahead and delete it because I'm not going to watch it because I'm still going to eat them anyway.
I'm not going to send any videos. Oh,
At home, though, not a gas station.
right.
They probably put a shot of 87 octane in the water.
87 octane. All righty.
Can't afford 92 octane. They'll have to triple the price.
Ain't that the truth, though, man? That's crazy. So real quick recap of last week. Ohio State beats Illinois pretty soundly, like we suspected to happen. Indiana beats Oregon by 10. Just, I told you so. What about Ole Miss needing to score with 2 minutes to go at home against a terrible Washington State team? That's scary for Ole Miss. They got problems. Washington State is not a good football team. Chicken liver at the gas station. Look, man, I've eaten some chicken livers at Dodge's, which is a local kind of big chain here. But I stand by what I said. I'm not walking into a Texaco 66 corner gas station and eating anything in there anyway. Like I just want to pee and get some gas, bro, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing you got in here. Texas A&M beat Florida. We've been seeing rumors. Actually, Yahoo reported it. Yahoo Sports too. Billy's going to be out by the end of the season, no matter what. So Florida will be looking for a new coach. Texas beating Oklahoma. I mentioned on the show last week that Texas was favored, like Vegas. And I said Vegas is never wrong. And lo and behold, Texas wins this game. It's just crazy how that works. Alabama beat Missouri. That was a good game. Georgia beating what? All right. So what about the clapping? So let me tell you what Kirby. So and what you think you've heard about it, it's actually more sinister than you think. So what happened here was Auburn safeties were clapping. They were clapping at their linebacker to get his attention. The problem is you can't clap when the offense is on because those audible sounds are reserved for them, and it's a penalty when you clap on the defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the refs weren't watching them do it for whatever reason, SEC refs, and Kirby Smart comes down and calls timeout because they're messing up their cadence, and then tells them he's clapping. Well, what happens then? The SEC goes, yeah, you're right. So keep your timeout because you were right, and we'll go call the penalty real quick. And I'm like, wait a minute. So y'all missed what happened here. Kirby Smart invented a new rule for the SEC right in front of your face and got away with it. I will use a timeout to challenge them clapping, and I can show them doing it as it's going, win it, keep my timeout, and move on about the game. Well, that's not how the rules go. That's not a challenge. There's no challenge for a penalty. So I'm just saying, he invented something and got away with it. So sinister. What do y'all think about that?
So he challenged his own guys?
No. So he's on offense and they're clapping, right? That's their cadence. And somebody on the defense was clapping and you know, he called a timeout to tell them and got to keep his timeout. So if you don't know the situation, this may be a little confusing, but it's all over, you know, it's the big deal right now in college football. So absolutely crazy. I have the video. I should have pulled it up. I have it up on Villains. Anyway.
So that's what Chris was talking about earlier in the chat. Talk about somebody having to clap.
Yes.
I mean, even Jackson Dart told Gruden, like, hey, for 3.5 years, you've been clapping. Yeah, basically.
Yep.
It was like, damn.
I think this past week told us a lot. Teams have a lot of problems because if you look at Texas, like the bettors never gave up on them because Oklahoma came in 5-0, undefeated, hot, and they're like, you know what? I see what they've done, but there's no reason they should beat this Texas team. It shouldn't happen. And they bet odds on the fact that Oklahoma wouldn't beat Texas, and was correct. Not only did that, Texas beat them soundly, and that's what we're seeing around college football right now, and it's insane to see it happen because you just never know. That's why every team you play is dangerous. Like, especially if you're on the path trying to make it to a playoffs, you can't mess up one time. So, yes, great move. Hold on one second.
Why is Emily peeking like she's responsible for that?
I know. She's like, that looks familiar. No.
I was driving the damn train.
So the crazy part about that is, all right, so you saw that video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did you see after the train passed that person walking up?
Yeah.
There was a person walking in the background on up the road on the other side of the train. That's the person that was in the car. Like,
Oh wow.
threw 'em out.
They like clip the back end, not the whole thing.
That's crazy. Like, you know how rattled they had to have been? Could you imagine getting hit by a train, thrown out of a car, and now you're walking down the road seconds later, like contemplating life and
Be like, that was my
You're
car.
probably on acid. Didn't realize what happened.
Oh, good.
what's that?
He was probably on acid. Didn't realize what was happening.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's running like crazy.
Yeah, caught my go. Damn. Even me like I'm the fucking problem.
The cat.
Yeah. He had one of his claws hooked into my hoodie. I'm like, nope, you gotta undo it if you want me to put you down. All of a sudden his one of his back legs got caught in my wire here, and I was like, God damn.
No, James, they didn't get a ticket. That's for sure. I'm not sure they ever even found that car. Where did it go? I don't remember what this one was.
Let's go! Get out of the car! You want to run your ass? Get out! Get out! Get out! I didn't touch your car. You were on my gun. Come and touch me because my man's right there. Come and put your hands on me. I ain't driving crazy. It was on my goddamn ass. I went to the other lane. Get out of my face. Contest!
And this is why we keep our hands to ourselves.
Yeah. Don't be letting your mouth write don't let your mouth write checks your ass can't cash.
I mean, Terry, what did she think was going to happen when she decked him?
That her man was going to come out and save her.
It did not go down that way.
No. You know that hurt extra hard because Frozen Road.
Frozen Road.
She basically got a combination. She had the love child of a suplex and a power bomb happen to her at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, she comes out. She has a road rage incident. The guy gets out and he's like, hey, get away from my wife. You know, as any of us would do. She punches him. And so he just, Brock Lesnar slams her calmly to the ground.
And he did not release that German suplex.
No, he slammed her all the way in, got in the car, and drove away.
I thought he was going to pay tribute to Benoit and do 3 of them.
I mean, this is a good example of keeping your hands to yourself and why you should do that.
So let's
That
say
is correct, James.
let's say if it was his fault, like the red car's fault. But the fact that I could not stand her voice in that video, I would have wished for the same outcome regardless, and that's her ass getting planted on the.
Plus the fact that she stopped in the middle of the road too. Like, what are you thinking?
I mean,
The person wasn't even on her tail.
No.
Even when they stopped, it was like a car wreck.
It actually says on your side view mirrors, objects may be closer than they appear.
It does say that. I'm laughing because, all right, first of all, you're mad somebody's, and then instead of just getting out of the way like a normal person would do, if somebody wants to go faster than you, you stop your car. And then you get out of the car to try to attack them. And you do attack them. And then they pick you up Brock Lesnar style and slam you on the frozen asphalt in the middle of Erie, Pennsylvania, or wherever it was.
Well, I
And
mean,
then
looking
drive
at that neighborhood, it looked like it was a shithole like Chicago.
I mean, there do be neighborhoods in towns like that here.
Or Detroit. Just
I'm
so
just
James
saying.
doesn't feel as bad.
But that perfect example why you don't get out your car. I mean, and you know what? We don't know the story, but I mean, if somebody's driving faster than you behind you and you can get over and let them go and you don't, you're the problem. You know what I mean? Like, just go. And anyway,
I think we could tip our caps to the husband, though, because even though I'm sure he didn't wake up decide to choose violence, but he was dressed in pajama pants, ready for violence in case he had to get his legs all limber and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh. 1, 2.
Plus, I'm sure the husband in the other car was probably looking at it like, on some level, she probably deserved it.
He's like, off the dash.
That's her problem, not mine.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's a man in that car because no man's going to let his woman go out and crash out like that on strange people in the road. You don't know who's out there, man. Like, you can't just be running up on people like that. And, like, there's no man that would let his woman get out of the car and crash out like that. No, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, I don't tell my wife what to do, but I will 100% tell my wife we're not getting out of the car fucking with people we don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, she made a bad decision that day. And, luckily, he just body slammed her and left.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause she was defenseless. He could have done anything to her. Could have kicked her in the head. I mean, like, she's lucky. He just wanted to get out of the situation.
Oh yeah. No, I mean there was. I almost had myself a similar incident in El Paso. So my wife and I are driving down in one lane, and there's a long ass exit ramp when you get off the highway in El Paso. And I'm kind of slowing down to give the guy next to me, like we're neck and neck toward next to each other. And I'm like starting to slow down, like, okay, dude, you know, get over instead of waiting till the last minute before your dumbass sees that the lane you're in is a turn lane, not a go straight lane. Meanwhile, the lane next to us is either turn or go straight, one of the two. So I turn my blinker on to get over, and he finally merges over at the last minute, and I fucking laid on that horn until we got to the light. And, you know, I'm just like almost screaming at the top of my lungs, and wife, she deserves every paycheck in the world for trying to calm me down that day. I'm like, no, I'm going to go up to this dude, have him roll down his window and be like, dude, you do that again, I'm going to drag your ass out of this car and beat you like the bitch you are. But it was more like I wanted to say it just to say it. I wasn't going to put it in park and actually go do that shit.
You're afraid of getting suplexed?
Hell no. It was the wife was like, dude, it's not worth it. You don't know if he's packing in that car. So whatever you got to say to him could probably be the last thing you would ever say to somebody.
Yeah. You know, that's my point exactly. Like, especially where I live, man, this is the South.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody carries. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't run up on people like that. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it, I guess, is where I'm going with this conversation. So I have a prediction here. So we talked about our best. Who is, before we go on, because we've got a couple more, we're doing great on time. Who is the most disappointing team?
I mean, that has to be Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Going in with all those expectations, and I don't think they check one thing off the list.
I mean,
I would say either Penn State or Clemson.
Well, at least Clemson has kind of like, all right, so yeah, Clemson's disappointed because Clemson and Penn State had high expectations. But Clemson has since won a couple games in a row and very convincingly. Clemson has figured out what was wrong. I saw that coming together against North Carolina. I'm like, if there's ever a team that Clemson can fix themselves against, it's North Carolina and get that rhythm going. And, you know, I told you before we made our picks, James, I'm like, hey, you know, Clemson's going to win this game, and handily, there's just too much talent there. Well, Clemson got right. And did you know if Clemson wins out, there's something like an 85% chance they're in the ACC championship game, and then they go back to the playoffs after a 3-game crash out. The fans were calling for Dabo Swinney to retire, and then here he is. Maybe could go to the playoffs again.
Yeah.
So
Dabo doing Dabo things. It's like, oh, you thought I was finished? Guess what? No, I still got some gas left in me.
Oh, for sure. So now
I'll take him at UCLA.
I'll be honest. Him and Nico would be a deadly combo.
I don't think Nico's going to be there past this year. Well, he might be. I'm not sure.
Only a sophomore.
Right, I know, but I mean, he transferred out after 1 year with Tennessee too, though. So it just makes me weary of kids like that. I've seen them. Like we have what TJ Finley going into his 7th school now, and he had his 7th school this year. Started at LSU or something like that, and
Well, I think what he's trying to do is, and like kind of like what I do on the video game, I'll switch schools every year just so I can collect the jerseys for my future man game.
I got you. Alrighty, so game number 1, LSU at Vanderbilt. James.
Ooh, okay. I honestly thought this was going to be a home game for oh, there we go. LSU, but damn. All right. Well, let's see. I would say this is essentially where the gauntlet begins for Vanderbilt, because they actually had a pretty good showing against Alabama, only losing by 2 scores and only keeping Bama to 30 points. So props to them. But yeah, I think LSU is going to take this one. And yeah, it may be at Vanderbilt, but LSU is still a top tier SEC school.
For sure. Terry.
I think I got who they got favored.
Vanderbilt was a 2.5 point favorite when I looked earlier. Hold on, I'll tell you the spread right now is still Vanderbilt 2.5.
I think, and this isn't, you'll probably never hear me say this again, but this is in honor of Chris. And I'm glad he recovered from his surgery. But I'm gonna take Vanderbilt for the.
Damn.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm gonna buy a hat because I lost a bet, I'm gonna make sure it's a nice hat. I'm gonna keep it, not the Walmart Giants hat that James got over there.
I got this as a Christmas present, asshole.
They didn't say where. That's why they didn't keep
it. Was more than likely Amazon.
I know. Just okay. It's New Era. I'll give you, or Korea. We got it in Korea.
All right. Yeah. Do you have a guess at Vanderbilt? LSU at Vanderbilt?
I think I'm gonna go with LSU.
LSU.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Vanderbilt here, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because of some strange goings on this past game. I've seen them both play. LSU cannot move the ball right now. If it wasn't for them calling back a fake punt, there was nothing wrong with it, and then a fake fumble. I mean, that final score is 13-10. LSU cannot score. And that's what South Carolina can't move the ball either. Well, Vanderbilt can move the ball, and that's a problem for LSU because LSU needs multiple possessions to get where they need to be, and they need to stop other teams. Well, Vanderbilt can move the ball. Vanderbilt moved the ball in Alabama, just couldn't move it enough. Vanderbilt's going to win this football game, in my opinion. Going to be a good one, though. Ole Miss at Georgia. James.
Yeah, so this is definitely going to be a Georgia win. Ole Miss has had some really close games this season, and it's definitely time that they get a reality check and like, yo, you may be good, but you don't deserve to be this far up in the rankings.
Yeah, so I don't have Ole Miss in my top 5 like most people do, so I don't disagree with you there. Terry.
Well, Ole Miss is not my top 5, but I think Georgia's going to suffer a second heartbreaking loss in Athens. So I got Ole Miss upsetting them.
I'm going to call crazy talk there. I just watched Washington State, who doesn't even have a conference this year. No nil. I watched Washington State go into Ole Miss and almost beat them. And Washington State is a really dysfunctional football team. I mean, they're not as dysfunctional as Oregon State, but they're pretty dysfunctional. They've got no backing, no conference, no nothing. Like they're just out there in no man's land. Well, I mean, like and they almost beat Ole Miss. Now Ole Miss has to travel to Georgia. That does not bode well. Ole Miss is not Alabama. That's why I'm going with Georgia. Alabama won there, but Ole Miss ain't Alabama. I don't think Ole Miss is going into Georgia and beating them. I don't see it happening. So what do you think about Tennessee and Alabama?
So is Tennessee at Alabama?
It's at Alabama. Yes. It's at Bryant-Dennehy Stadium.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give the win to Alabama in this one. Tennessee may keep it close, but when it comes to playing in Bryant Stadium, you can't even hear yourself think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Terry.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a murder. Give me Alabama by at least 14.
Yes. I agree. I think Alabama wins this game. I don't really think it's going to be that close, to be honest with you. I mean, it's going to be a top 11 matchup because Tennessee is ranked number 11, and Tennessee's a good football team. I'm not taking that away from them, but I don't think they can beat Alabama right now. Utah at BYU.
I'm gonna go with BYU. They're currently unbeaten right now. It's like right now. What was it last year? And now even this year, they're just like, hey, back to 1984.
BYU is they're very good. They're 6-0. They were good last year. Terry.
I got BYU in a close game, the Holy War.
You got BYU in the Holy War. I don't agree with either of y'all here. Utah's a better football team. Utah's a better football team than BYU. Utah's out there, and they had the reason that we're saying that Utah had a very bad year last year. They thought Cam Rising was going to be there, and just a bunch of bad things happened to them, but you had to believe that it wasn't like that. I mean, they beat UCLA by a lot. They lost one game this year, one game.
Over week one.
And they beat Arizona State 42-10, and Arizona State was ranked. The only game they lost was to Texas Tech. Texas Tech, we know, has a $25 million roster.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with Utah in this game. I'll be the odd one out here and say I think Utah's for real. But Texas Tech is that good.
I would even go out to say that's probably going to be the game of the week between those two.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're both ranked again. How often do we see the Holy War ranked? Either Utah's really good and BYU's bad, or vice versa. That's usually how we see it go in that rivalry. But now the big dog. You've got Southern California going into South Bend, Indiana, to play the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games that Notre Dame should win. I think they saw. I think they saw the game film between USC and Illinois and definitely took down some notes. Plus, once again, USC is going through probably 2 to 3 different time zones, starting in Pacific time, going through Mountain time, finally landing in Central time, and that's going to wear you down no matter what.
So who you going with? Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
Terry.
I mean, they should be used to that travel already now. They're the second season in the Big Ten. And even prior to that, they were already going to Notre Dame once every other year. But you know me, I don't care if it's USC's playing Kennesaw State. I'm never going to pick USC. Okay, so I'm always going to pick against them no matter what. I mean, I like to write my thoughts down once in a while. with the chicken scratch parade. Now this isn't at your hat, James, but yeah, give me Notre Dame in the Jewel Shillelagh for the Jewel Shillelagh Trophy, right? I think that's what it's called.
Gold Shillelagh, I believe.
Okay, so there's how I feel about USC. Anytime, any sport, anywhere.
All right. So let's break down the game because this is the game of the week, in my opinion. All right, so Southern Cal,
My son reads it.
Missouri State, Georgia Southern, Purdue, Michigan State, lost to Illinois, and then beat Michigan, which, you know, Michigan's Michigan, but whatever. So Notre Dame started 0-2 against Miami and Texas A&M, lost to Miami by 3 and Texas A&M by 1. Well, Miami and Texas A&M might be the best two teams in the country. We know that now. We see them week in, week out, and Miami may be the best team, and Texas A&M may be the second best team. That may be the way it is. That's how good those two teams, and they lost to them by 4 points combined.
Mm-hmm.
So now then we see Notre Dame smacks Purdue, smacks Arkansas, beats Boise State handily, beats NC State handily. Notre Dame is going to win this game. Southern Cal is having a decent year, but what we saw out of Notre Dame losing to Miami by 3 on the road, by the way, that was on the road, and then lost by 1 to Texas A&M, which might be the best team in the country. Notre Dame is really good. And USC is just good. USC isn't really good. So Notre Dame wins this game. All righty. We're just gonna fuck Notre Dame. Okay. They hurt USC. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Mm. Ooh, all right. Normally I go with chicken, but when it comes to fried fish, you can never go wrong with cod. Let's see. And then I'll go with the classic fish and chips, but God forbid you call French fries chips and chips something else.
Damn
Fucking
British.
weirdos over across the pond.
That's why we're from them.
So I'll go the fried cod, French fries, and the chocolate cheesecake.
All righty. Terry.
Before I make my picks, Andrew, are you going to follow the assignment?
I guess we'll see.
You got to pick one that you would, life and death. We'll say Emily's life's at stake again. You got to pick one cheesecake to savor. So the lesser of all evils for you. But okay, so for me, yeah, of all the fried foods there, I would probably go with the popcorn shrimp. Then to continue the trend with seafood, give me some hush puppies. Then to top it all off, I'm gonna go with the strawberry swirl cheesecake.
Emily.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the chicken, the hush puppies, and the strawberry swirl cheesecake.
All righty.
Here we go.
I'm gonna go with popcorn shrimp and puppies as well. I'm not eating anything on the bottom row, but if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with chocolate. Just maybe add some chocolate sauce to it to further drown out the flavor. But
I was gonna say you're gonna make that bitch swim.
Yeah. So chocolate is what I would have to. Chocolate is the one I would have to eat. No greens. He said no greens. I like greens personally, James. We still got to eliminate one. What we doing, James?
I mean, I'll probably get some crazy talk for this, but oftentimes, it's hard to beat good fried seafood. So I'll eliminate the chicken, the first row, corn in the second row, because I feel like fried seafood and hush puppies would be a good combo.
Yes, yes, it is.
And then the bottom row, I'll eliminate the classic cheesecake.
Alrighty.
For me,
No, it's Terry.
I'm gonna go with the chicken as well. Not by much though, because like cod's just as I like them. I like them all. I'm fat, so I'll get rid of the fries, and I'm gonna get rid of the classic cheesecake. I love all three, but I like to have a little bit of flavor on the cheesecake.
They all taste like ass. What are you eliminating, honey?
He wants chocolate ass.
so I would get rid of the popcorn shrimp,
That's crazy.
Wow.
corn, and the chocolate cheesecake.
They all nasty anyway. Look for a reaction out of me on that. Okay. We can eliminate chocolate too. For me, I'm eliminating the chicken. I'm with James when he said like a good piece of fried fish. I agree with him. I just like shrimp a little more, but I love fried fish a lot. And I mean, like that's not fried chicken. Those are just chicken tenders, by the way. Because if it's like actual fried chicken, like Mama used to make,
Ooh.
I have to go, and I'm going with that. But that's just like chicken tenders, so that's why that has to go. So I just want to clarify. I'm getting rid of the French fries, bro. I mean, I love corn. Like I could go longer without French fries than I could corn. I love corn. I could eat corn with every meal.
Guess what's in Hush Puppies? Corn.
It is, and I love it. The bottom of it, I'm not eating none of that, but I guess just based off the picture alone, I would eliminate the classic because most strawberry desserts are fantastic. So I do love strawberry desserts. So
you could change it to strawberry and just dump a whole mess of strawberry jelly on top of it if it helps you.
I could. I get to yes. Hey, look. So when you were growing up, your mom and dad had a meal that you loved them to make the most. Like when you saw it, you're like, all right, it's spaghetti day or whatever your deal is, right? What was that for you, James?
Your deal?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would say every Thursday, just because she made it by hand. Classic spaghetti and meatballs. Now, obviously, everything was store bought, including the sauce. But she'd obviously eyeball every, add a little some of her own to the sauce, and then obviously make the meatballs by hand. And just my God, they were to die for. And you can't go wrong with a classic homemade pasta meal.
I like spaghetti. Terry,
It could be any meal.
just when you were a kid, a meal that your parents made that when you saw it, you were just like, all right, it's pork chop Friday or whatever.
So for me, it was a breakfast meal because my mother was always consistent with it. Like she could probably do it blindfold with no arms. So you guys ever heard of chilaquiles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what she did. It was like every time it never faltered. It stayed the same great taste from when I was little, even up until this past weekend when I went to visit her and I had it. The same consistent thing all 30-something years. So I think she's mastered that art. So that would have to say chilaquiles.
Yeah, I eat chilaquiles all the time. Absolutely love it. What about you?
Mine would be meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Yes. So
That was second for me.
Hey, look, that was one of my favorites. Mom used to make too, man, with the ketchup on top and like the celery and stuff inside. But I gotta be honest, for me, man, it was lasagna. Man, I remember, would come down. What's for dinner? You're a kid. What's for dinner? Lasagna. Oh, right, lasagna. But that was really, really what I really liked the most.
No, stop.
So the boy is crazy, as y'all know. He said, "Moms are like that, Terry." And moms can be that way. Mom used to like even Hamburger Helper. I really loved Hamburger Helper as a kid. I don't know about y'all, but Hamburger Helper was really good when you got the right ones. Even the potato stroganoff was really good. I liked it all. Fried potatoes was something my mom used to make. Anyway, so I want to know, bar none, what is your favorite soda, James?
Oh God, that's a tough one. Oh my God. Favorite soda. I'd probably have to go with a childhood classic, and I'm surprised I still don't see it around nowadays. Maybe it's at other locations. Maybe I'm going to wrong ones. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yeah, it's still all over the place out here.
Yeah. Damn, you were a kid when that one came out? I was almost an adult already.
Right.
I was like 12 years old when it came out.
I think I was like 25 when that shit came out. Yeah, I was older when it came out. I was at least 20.
Yeah, I was like 16 or 17. I don't know. Whatever you're at, I was like a couple years under you. So
That's right.
for me, I would have to go with because I never had enough of it, that's not that I have enough. I never really drank too much soda as a kid. But when I did and I got the opportunity to go pick one, I'd have to go with regular Mountain Dew.
So I just looked it up, and it was introduced in 2001.
I knew you were going to pick some after the 2000s.
I was 20. I told you I was about 20 when it came out. I was right.
I was 18.
What about you? You in high school.
Yeah.
What's your favorite soda?
Hands down, I'd have to go with a cherry Pepsi.
Wild cherry Pepsi. I don't hate wild cherry Pepsi. For me though, like it was a close 1 and 2 between Mr. Pibb and Cheerwine. I love both of those.
What was the other one?
Cheerwine. You never heard of Cheerwine?
Uh-uh.
Oh wow.
It may just be a Southern drink. James, have you ever heard of Cheerwine?
No, I don't think I have.
Is Cheerwine just a South
I
soda?
guess so.
Wow, Cheerwine's really good. Y'all are missing out.
Well, I'm sure they don't make them no more?
No, they make them, but
Okay.
I'm right at my local store.
I expect a case in when I visit.
I mean, I'm telling you, like Cheerwine's good, but I think Mr. Pibb is my favorite. My favorite soda.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You'd say so? Hey, Mr. Pibb do be good.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Pibb is one of my favorites.
You know what?
So, what's that?
I'm sorry, it just popped in my head now. I forgot about this one because this is something I'd only see on the West Coast, but it's made out of Plano, Texas. I don't get how the hell they're not selling it here in Texas. So I'll scratch the Mountain Dew. James might have heard of this one. He might have been close enough. It's called Cactus Cooler.
That does sound familiar, yeah.
It's an orange pineapple soda.
Okay, yeah, because I saw it on his Facebook post of like pick your 3 favorite sodas.
Yeah.
So, okay. I think I did. I'm not 100% sure.
It's a great mixer too. Any liquor.
I gotta tell you, that's the very first time I'd ever heard of Cactus Cooler is when I put that graphic up a little while ago. I was looking at it myself and I'm like, The fuck is Cactus Cooler? But okay. That's just funny that y'all brought that up because, like, I learned today. I'm like, I've heard of every single other one of these, but not that one. And I was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, they're made by Dr. Pepper. They're out of Plano, Texas, but they sell them to states like Southern California or throughout California, Nevada, and let's say Arizona. And I don't think they sell anywhere else. I'm like, why are you not selling that here? Because I think that would be a great hit here, especially with some tequila.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
That I'm finna pass on that. I'm not a big soda guy anyway. I'll be real honest with you. I'm the Bengals are beating the Steelers because the NFL is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life this year. Like, you can't predict nothing in the NFL this year. I mean, Falcons just beat the Bills. What world are we living in here? I mean,
hey, these guys just trounced the fucking Eagles.
I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, is NFL fun again? Is that what I'm saying?
No, well, I mean, it's sort of fun, but I would say this season is just the most random ass season that I've ever seen. The Ravens only have one win, and right now, from all the AFC standings, it looks like we're back in 2007 again.
Chiefs are 3-3.
Mm-hmm. And the Chargers are sitting up atop the AFC West.
They're
I
looking for the
I
script.
realize we're early. We're 6 games in, but New England is in first place.
Yeah,
That's a third of the win.
they're tied with the Bills for first in the AFC East.
The Steelers are in first place, which I called that. I said Baltimore's something's broken there. I think they knew that. That's why they went ahead and let Lamar Jackson take some time off. Invest in your future. This ain't your year. Indianapolis, we talked about them about being good. They lead. Jacksonville, I told y'all Jacksonville was going to be really good this year. I saw that coming. Denver and the Chargers on top of Kansas City. Did not see that coming, but did y'all know this past game where Kansas City won, by the way, they did not commit one penalty the entire game? Not one false start, not one hold.
Oh, my
Not
God.
one offside, nothing, not one penalty. I just want to throw that out there. Philadelphia is in first place, as expected.
Mhm.
Green Bay and Detroit, who we expected to be in first, is in first. But, like, the whole division is above 500. That's insanity. The entire division is above 500. Atlanta's in second place, but Carolina's right on their tail. The South is going to be fun to see who's going to be second and third because the Falcons and the Panthers are about the equally as good. They're not playoff good, but they're both,
They're on the way up.
football teams. So
Yeah. And on top of that, we got Baker Mayfield in the MVP discussion.
that'll filter away by the time the season ends, like it always does for him. Just because you go look, you got Josh Allen out there. There's a lot of competition, but Lamar Jackson going down, Joe Burrow going down. If there was ever a year for Baker Mayfield to win it, it is this year.
I mean, look at his numbers right now. He's got 12 touchdowns, 1 interception, and sitting at under just 1,600 yards.
And the NFC West, man, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. Is the NFC West the best division in football this year?
I would probably say so. That or the NFC North, just because everybody in those two divisions are sitting at over 500 right now.
Correct. That is insanity. We are seeing a lot of good football this year.
Mm-hmm. And we're seeing a lot of random ass football this year.
We are. I have not followed the NFL as closely in years as I have this year. I mean, it's been a long time since I watched it like this. So the Dodgers are up 3-0 on the Brewers, so we can go ahead and call that one a wrap, which I really hate to see that because I really wanted Milwaukee to go. But the Toronto Blue Jays, Seattle Mariners, they're both underdogs. And I know Toronto won the division, but I'm saying they're both underdogs. Let's be honest. That's what they are. I would personally like to see Seattle go, and they currently hold a 2-1 lead, but they are currently losing 5-1 right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that series honestly might go 7.
We are seeing some good baseball right now.
The Dodgers are turning into the Steinbrenner Yankees from the 90s. They're going to buy their damn team.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Don't forget hockey because the Blackhawks just put a belt to ass on the St. Louis Blues last night, 8-3.
It's because I didn't pull out my Brett Hull Beckett.
I want to pull that up real quick.
I do have a scenario though. This is kind of going back to the food while you're doing that. We picked our favorite meal at home.
Mm-hmm.
What is one meal you absolutely hated to have at home, but you still had to eat it anyway? Otherwise, they tell you you're going to starve for the night.
Ooh.
While you think of that, I'll tell you which one I had. My mom made this little thing with it was pinto beans. It was canned, which a lot of stuff was, and Spam chopped up, and it was like in a stew broth, and everything was kind of like slimy. My dad loved it for some reason. I told him like, "Wow, you asked him, do you not love yourself?" Or it's like you sit into the room.
Well, what do you got, James?
I mean, my mom made it a few times, but I really wasn't a big fan of it. Gonna have to go back to Italian and go with her making homemade eggplant parm.
Homemade. So, eggplant, you either love it or you hate it. That is an absolute fact. I won't knock you there. My mom never made eggplant parm for me. Honey, what was one meal your parents made you hated?
Any kind of hamburger helper. My sister lived off that for like forever, so I had to eat it.
It's great when you're divorced. And rice-a-roni.
Why I don't ever make it.
Look, I could live without hamburger helper.
Good, you're gonna have to.
So I'm fine with that. Wow. So my answer to this, bro, is I don't really have one. So I was a fat little kid, right? Like I like liver and onions and shit. Like there was nothing that I really just refused to eat ever. Like in Thanksgiving, you had like cranberry sauce I didn't like, but I didn't have to eat it. I didn't have to put it on my plate if I didn't want it, you know, when you walked around the table and all that. But I can't remember anything to make, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to eat this. Like never. So I don't really have a good answer for you there. I really
I'll fill in the blank for you. All right. It was Greek yogurt chicken, wasn't it?
chicken. Look, we didn't eat yogurt. My parents didn't roll like that, bro. There was bologna cheese. There was some mustard in there and some bread. You had the ingredients to make food, and you might have had some ramen. That was it, bro. Sandwich and ramen if you wanted a snack outside of what they were going to make for dinner. So I absolutely love bologna cheese and mustard sandwiches anyway, so it didn't really harm me that much. But it was cheap, you know what I mean? So I have a great question before we go into our final part. What video game made you love video games, James?
Ooh.
What was the one that cut you like a knife and you just fell in love?
I mean, there are just so many to friggin' choose from. I would have to say Mortal Kombat got the snowball effect going, and then everything it turned into a giant snowball once Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time came out.
I got you.
But a few honorable mentions definitely has to go to Sonic the Hedgehog.
I got you. Part of your childhood. What about you, Barry?
I'm gonna go with NES, original Nintendo system, and I'm gonna go with the very first, before it became popular at the convenience store arcades. But prior to that one, I'm gonna say the first Ninja Turtles game.
That man, look. All right. When it gets to my turn, I'll talk about that. I'm with you. I love Ninja Turtles game. Continue on. I'm sorry. You just triggered in a memory.
No, that was it. It was that game that made me love video games.
Oh, I got you. What video game got you into it?
Like
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I just know that like when I was younger, I got a Game Boy. I don't remember. Like, I just know I played a lot of games and I sucked at a lot of them.
Which game was it that made you love video games, though?
I mean, I'm probably gonna have to go with the Super Nintendo between the Zelda and the Super Mario.
Yeah, for sure. My wife is indeed 6 years younger than me, so that makes sense. She would choose the Super Nintendo. For me, Nintendo came out when I was 7, so I'm a little old school. But the game that made me love video games is Mario Brothers 3. There's nothing like it. Like when I got my Nintendo for my birthday, I think it was my 7th birthday, 8th birthday, something like that. It came with Mario Brothers 1 and Duck Hunt. But the additional gift that my parents gave me, Pong.
It's gonna shit on James.
Nah, she just likes to get comfortable or do that.
Yes. But Mario Brothers 1 and Ninja Turtles, because I was a big Ninja Turtles fan when I was a kid, right? So my parents got me that game. So I played that game. I liked that game, but that game was so hard, man, that did not get me into gaming. I love Mario 1. But then Mario 2 came out. I got that. And then Mario 3 came out. I think I was like 9 when it came out. And I played Mario 3, and I absolutely loved this game.
What did we learn?
I thought you were hitting a bug or something. I heard the ow.
He's so funny. I was like, and he's like, ow. Anyway, this boy, Mario 3 for sure. You could fly in this game. Like you could fly, like you could swim, go into these worlds. Mario 3, that's why this arm is going to be all Mario 3 when I go back into my tattooing sessions. But yeah, for sure for me. But all right, let's go to our final subject of the night.
Do you have any chess?
You Lord, oh Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, oh Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, oh Lord.
Alrighty, so I didn't know you were talking, but as I'm hitting the button, I heard you say Andrew has chest pains. Now, I just want to clarify something. What is going on here, Terry?
No. I was asking if you had any chess pieces for tattoos.
Oh, do I? No.
Yeah. I'll say you could put the Ninja Turtles heads on there from.
Yeah, just straight. Just get Thug Life right under it, right? I like the Ninja Turtles, and I might find some room on one of my arms for them. I'm sure I will because I love them. But I'm not going to put them across my chest. If I get a chest piece, it ain't going to be Ninja Turtles. I don't think so anyway. Look, James, you don't have any tattoos, right?
Nope, clean as a whistle.
All right. So if you were to get a tattoo, what would it be?
Man, if I were to get a tattoo, I'd probably have to get one that kind of hits home of a birthday present my wife got me. She got me this necklace, and it's in the form of a shield, and it has the Archangel Saint Michael on one side, and on the other side it has the prayer. So I would probably do like kind of a quarter sleeve right here of the prayer on kind of like one of those ancient scriptures, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you. Terry, you do have a tattoo, correct?
No, I do not.
Oh, you don't have any?
No.
I thought you told me you had. Maybe it was Chris that told me he had one. And so if you were to get a tattoo, Terry,
He had a Clark Lay tramp stamp, he said.
oh my gosh, Chris, if you're watching, get better, buddy.
So I have nothing against tattoos because there are stupid ones out there like why the hell would you even get that? But I know some with people that have meaning, like whether it's memories, whatever. And I saw a guy get his daughter's name, but it was in her writing, so they like it didn't look like her name, but the fact that it was her writing, they made it into a tattoo. So if I'm gonna go that route, and this has crossed my mind, it'd be something real meaningful. Now, for me, I would cover like from the neck down to my waist, so arms and everything are gonna be covered. I was thinking my family coat of arms from both sides of the family. So I have my dad's side on the back, so coat of arms there, like the whole shield and whatever details comes with it, and then my mom's side on the front piece. But in between, I was kind of going like with the medieval chain link look for the knights used to have.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like that, kind of like that mesh.
Chainmail.
In between the family coat of arms for front and back, everything else would have that chain link look going all the way to my wrist and down to my waist.
Nice. Emily has so many tattoos. She has more than I do, and I have a ton. But I don't know, man. A Ninja Turtle tattoo would be pretty cool. So funny. I put on my X and on College Sports Villains. I'm a Gamecock fan. Like, we all know that. I'm the biggest Gamecock fan ever. Like, I'm going to root for us no matter what. But there's a bunch of these goofball Gamecock fans in there. They're defending Mike Shula and Shane Beamer, and they're like, this offense. I'm like, this offense is terrible, bro. Like we can't protect the quarterback. We can't run the ball. I was like, I will get a Gamecock tattooed on my neck if South Carolina goes to a bowl. Like their next games is Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Clemson, and Coastal, and they have to win 3 of those. Yeah. So I'm not as crazy as I sound. Like you tell me the path there for South Carolina to get to a bowl game, not out of an anger standpoint, just out of a college football fan. I'm looking at these games. Where do the 3 wins come from? Clemson's hot now. They got it figured out. They fixed. I mean, Oklahoma, they lost to Texas, but they're in the top 10. Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. What? I don't see them. But anyway, James, final thoughts.
Yeah, so always a pleasure coming on to these shows. Always fun, good time, especially with the food. Picking one, eliminating one, and seeing which one is going to have the crazy talk. But as always, tomorrow, don't forget to tune in, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. That being No Mercy Sports, baby.
All right. Terry.
All right, as y'all can see my caption here, it says I want to go back to work. I haven't been to work since October 1st. This whole shutdown shit. So my thing is, I don't care which side you agree with. The thing is, when those 2 sides go bickering and stuff, they don't fucking suffer because they're still getting paid because they're technically doing their job, sitting in a big ass room with a bunch of seats. Meanwhile, you got guys like me who, my last paycheck was shorted because I couldn't work the full week because of the shutdown. So I've, just keep, not just me, since you guys know me personally, but like everyone across that's affected like me, keep them, thoughts and prayers that we're able to put. Cause I know there's some people that are in worse shape than me because I have somewhat of a cushion that, hopefully this don't last too much longer. But I'll finish with the quote for all you Linkin Park fans out there, including myself. There's a song called Hands Held High. And one of the lyric lines in there that it's always been embedded in my brain. It says, when the rich rage war, it's the poor who die. So we always got to remember that. So that is my final thought.
Absolutely. Definitely prayed for everybody during the shutdown. When we think of the government, we think of Congress and senators and all that, and they're rich, and if they don't get their paycheck, it's like, okay, well, you've seen some of their net worths. We're not getting into that. But like you got guys like Terry, who are literally out there working actively, these are the ones that are not getting paid. Chuck Schumer and Mike Johnson are both still getting paid. I promise you, every penny that they're owed. So, keep people in your prayers. You have any final thoughts? She said no. So for me,
The boy to go to sleep.
if the boy would go to sleep. Final thoughts for me. We'll be coming back home tomorrow. I should be home in time to jump on the show, James, if you'll have me.
Of course.
I'm excited. I love talking sports the whole time, NFL. I just kind of like what my show's become. I like doing the entertainment. I like doing the food, throwing some sports in there. I think this is more comfortable medium for me on all this. Your show does such a good job at sports, Football Frame of Mind, the Golden Broom. Like, they all do such a great job at sports. Like, I get to bring a different dynamic, and I appreciate y'all for that. Allows me to do it. But as always, my Lord, my thoughts dwell on the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and as always, Matthew 24:13.